Well, hey ladies and gent, guys and gals, welcome back to part number 20 here on Chellington Valley with me, McConsole. Yeah, so I went ahead and let the auto drive finish off that field the last day. As you can see, it's filled the bunker quite nicely. Yeah, of course, played done a decent job at leveling here, I think. Anyway, why is it still going? Because I've skipped ahead to the next day and there's another field ready to chop, so I'm going to go ahead and let let's see, I'm going to go ahead and let course play and auto drive go ahead and work that field for me. So put on the right mode. Field number is 37. You are going to be dumping there. Work away. You follow the field, make sure it gets to the harvest alright. And I'm just going to leave it to it, and we'll get it started in some other things today. As you can see, money's not that great. Just skipped ahead to the next day, so bit of income from harvesting a field, and a bit of income then from the greenhouses. But that's been about it recently, to be honest. Really need to get started on some major harvesting again. As you can see, other fields are growing, etc, etc. A few fields to plough, seed, everything. So yeah, we'll get a lot of that up and going here, and as soon as I'm happy with course play and auto drive here, we'll hop onto it. Just while we're driving out to the field, David, do you want to see? Is that, yeah, I've murdered your name, apologies. He's saying thanks mate, that's awesome for the last video, thank you very much for that. By the way, what mod you use for seeing all of the tractors in the top left? That is the glance mod. There also is an inspector mod out there which does something similar, but I prefer this one. Yeah, so as you can see, the when this starts filling up where it is flashing McConsole hired, you can see that it will in a second start coming up with it being filled with chaff. I see Bud LaFave awesome video, can't wait to try it. If you can set the auto drive, if you'd like, you can set the auto drive to dump all the way to the back of the bunk and dump side to side. One pull up for each tractor and wagon, and one dump target for each tractor and wagon. 1107 seems to handle backing around the 90-degree corner very well. You updated your version. Pleasantly surprised. When using more than one tractor and wagon, you turn off Find Driver on the chopper. In the auto drive settings, you can get the wagon closer to the chopper by adjusting the pipe offset. One chopper I use, my offset is minus 0.325 meters. Is it possible to set up two tractors while leveling a bunker? Okay. You can't find a path to the Jaguar. What? It's behind you, man. Don't start that. So I basically think what Bud's saying here is put the auto drive up, settings, chopper, find driver, no, apply. Okay, that's the first one. Why aren't you working? Is it because you're behind him? That may be it. This is planning path. Okay, let's see what works. Wow. Okay, for smaller bunkers, yes. The ones I'm using, one single dump point is quite good, because the courseplay leveler sort of pushes it around and levels the bunker out. That's why I don't do it side to side. Don't go all the way to the back, because the courseplay leveler, while it's pushing back, also as well will sort of, while it's leveling, it compacts it as well. So if I put it at the front while it's driving over, it's compacting it. So that's a decent way to do it with that. Why aren't you going to him? Because I haven't put that in field 37. Bet you that's it. Yep, there we go. Totally my fault. That's why I couldn't find him. Well done, me. I have changed him to keep him on the field, so therefore he should not have any problems hitting anything around the headlands. Okay, and let's leave that to that. The 7726 has reached the enter. What was he doing? I haven't got a clue. Ah, he was mowing. I have went to hit, guys, and I have basically run out of hay because I filled the mixer up. So yeah, I need to make more hay. What I've been doing here is just cutting it, letting it grow, cutting it, letting it grow again, and cutting it. So we'll get 3 cuts, and that way, you know, you only have to basically head it less and whatnot. I forgot I had him doing that. Right, let's get you parked up. Wow, you're really, really bouncy. So everything should be taking more or less care of at the minute. I've done all the animals as well. Need a bit of food, but they're all right for the minute. Nothing's dangerously low. Nothing's in the red. Okay, so back to the bunker thing. Tell you what, let me drop this off. I'll bounce back to that tractor. It's leveling, and we'll talk about a few of the comments there, bud. Alright, so wow, you're full already? Okay. Right, so basically what Bud's saying is you can have it dump all the way to the back of the bunker, or you can have 2 dump points in here, so you can have 1 dump on either side. Basically, now this is working, and I've tweaked it so I've got the blade width correct. Basically, whenever that dumps, it's spreading it about. As you can see, it's going side to side there. So that to me is a better way of doing it. You're also asking, can I use 2 tractors for leveling? I've never tried it before, bud. I don't know if it will work or not. But what I would say is, it'd be handy if it did work for bigger, wider bunkers. North was saying, don't move the tipper further into the bunker. The tractor could get stuck once the bunker starts filling up. Yes, that's true, but, and this is the joy of using auto drive for this instead of using courseplay to do this, I can move the trigger backwards and forwards to suit. So that's another major advantage auto drive has over courseplay for emptying into the bunker anyway. And that's my 5 cent. That auto tractor should be coming down actually. Let's wait and see how it works. There was a comment on a Facebook post. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name because I don't have it right in front of me at the minute. But he was saying that he couldn't get this to work at all in FS19 and again in 17. This is the first time I've actually really got it working pretty well in 19. But what we have to, you have to sort of think about making sure the blade is set up to the right width. I'm no modder. And to be honest, anything I've found from modding, I've picked up over the while from different people. I mean, when you think back to Ballydoran Farm, jeez, that seems so long ago now. The map author was watching along with that one. He was giving me hints, different things to do, you know, changing stuff in the map. You know, tip collision triggers and everything else. So, what I think is happening with most bunkers is whenever you look into the walls, you see sort of side edge left or whatever. The tip collision isn't set for the edge of the wall, it's somewhere down the middle. So every bunker is going to be different, and you're going to have to get your blade set up to recognize all that. That is what I think anyway. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But it's certainly my thoughts on the whole thing. Right, come on, hurry up, you. I want to get on to harvesting. You're going to start again, aren't you? No? Oh, yeah, you are. I suppose you should really get that other tractor on the go. The other thing that I've noticed with the piles with this 19 game is, see the sort of ones up the side here don't push just as easy. I think it's something to do with the way the physics works with the piles. Not 100% sure, but yeah. Well, we can get around that. Because you see, look, I mean, he's doing a brilliant job of that. Look, it's mostly levelled at the back. Right, you come on and dump down and make sure this is working before I go and harvest. Come on, hurry up. Move. This blue bit that appears here, waiting for unloaders, that's new for this version of Courseplay too, so obviously they've done quite a bit of work in this version or recent versions of this Courseplay. Come on, you hurry up. Oh god, I'm driving like Granny Allen here. Reverse! North as well, the other thing that I was thinking about why I moved it back was when this starts tipping, it moves forward. And the reason I wanted to put it further back was I didn't want it sort of tipping outside the bunker as well. So that's another reason I moved it back a bit further. You can see it's filled there now, so it moves forward a bit. And if I left it any further forward, it's a possibility that it could start dumping outside of the bunker. And I just want to avoid that for the time being until, well, we get most of it filled up here. Right, go on, you're empty. Move. So basically, because that's moved forward a bit to dump, it's going to try and reverse up to the point and then drive off again. Oh, it's not, it's just going to drive off, okay. No, it's going to drive up, then reverse back, then drive off, isn't it? I'll take it. For all these wee bits of annoyances, it's working, so. Let's leave it at that, eh? So as you can see now, he'll start there where his start point is and start distributing this about the here he comes, start distributing this about the bunker. And that's the reason I don't put it too far back or too in at the back. As I said, when it's pushing it, it's compacting it, so. Oh, you make a liar out of me now, look. How good this works, guys, is I actually dozed off when it was completing this the other night. Why? You're taking your time about it, that's all. Okay. Ah, we'll leave it to it. I've been thinking, guys, I'm really not doing enough down here at the minute. I mean, all the horses are just growing and you know, everything else. I've got all the bales I need, sort of thing, so I think we may need to develop down here a bit slightly. Because all I'm doing down here at the moment is feeding cows and picking up bales of wool. So I'm wondering, should we, at some stage, when we get the money developed down here and get it working on some crops and stuff, you know, get the fields developed. Because I don't really need any sort of food or anything down here at the moment. As you can see, the 300,000 TMR, well, silage is out, but hey. But I've got enough grass and everything else here to last me for a while, so I haven't really been doing anything with this farm. Right, let's get back to it then. Harvester wise, oh, we'll go. Let's start up here. I've been sending our wee root crop harvester out and about. So just working on some of these fields. Where are you over here? This is the ones with carrots, isn't it? Yeah. Let's get you off the field somewhere. Need to find somewhere to leave the header for this. Oh well. I'm gonna play out in that field. Maybe leave the cart one over here. Out of the way. Do you have potatoes to harvest? I'll get around to that in a bit. Been doing quite a bit of potato work recently, so I think we'll maybe give it a break on the recordings for a while. Before we do this, let's get this one out of the field. Get this plowed and replanted. Need to close this gate though. Okay, yeah, well, another thing I did do, guys, is I went ahead and plowed those fields together down. I'll show you before we go. Down where we chopped the last day. Oh, this one here. When you plow the fields together, guys, it's not like a volley farm. The hedges stay where they are. To get rid of the hedges, I'm gonna have to go ahead and go into Giants Editor and take the hedges out physically that way. Oh, you have to pick the field, don't you? I think, guys, I'll just pretend the hedges aren't there. We'll just pretend the hedges aren't there. Too much effort. Plus, as well, the trees I took out, I'm going to have to go and delete them out, because if I make the changes with the hedges, don't delete the trees will come back when I start to save. All the usual. And I think we'll just leave you to plough now. Let's go ahead and get this boy emptied. So as you can see, guys, the potatoes are growing. All the washers and sorters are all empty. So there's nothing to do with that. Basically, it's just harvesting, guys, and trying to get our money back up. I do want to bring in the straw add-on at some stage, so we'll need to put some, I think it's about 300, 400 grand together. Put that warehouse down somewhere. We'll have to find somewhere to put that warehouse. Start doing pellets and pallets of pellets and all that sort of nice stuff. Oh, nice amount of carrots anyway, 700,000 of them. I'm just going to put this trailer here for now. And we'll go and get you hooked up to the cedar. Put some more sugar beets down in there. Pigs are going through some mad amount of food, guys. I think we're up to something like 28 or 29 pigs at the moment from the original 20. So we'll start maybe selling some pigs as well. Where is the cedar? No. Or did I just use the one from the other farm for these feeds? Maybe I did. A quick check over here. I probably did just use the ones from the other farm. Yeah. Okay. Quick trip down to the other farm then. So we've got 4 farms up and going at the moment. We have the potato one here, a root crop one. We have the sheep and dairy cows. We also have a farm with sheep and what I'm considering to be beef cows, because there's nowhere to take the milk away. And then our pigs as well. Oh, we've got our horses too. 5 farms, there you go. 1, 2, 5, yeah, 5 farms. So we're doing pretty well. I think maybe the next one we'll get up and go and be the calves. It's a farm up in the top left-hand corner of the map. But in that case, we're going to need to start getting a lot more TMR and stuff up and going, because your cows are going to start demolishing the same. With 50 odd cows here at the moment in this farm. Try and find the row crop seeder. God knows where I've put it. I think it's in the shed over here, actually. Yeah. And we'll change this to sugar beets. I suppose realistically I could have put the manure or slurry the thing first, but meh. Oh well. I have to say though, the one... No, not that way. I think I can turn where it says self and push drive DT off. I think I can turn that off somewhere. But it does serve as a reminder that, you know, courseplay is leveling, I suppose. Even pulling this tractor, this seeder planter, or whatever you want to call it, definitely slows us down quite a bit. Must be something in the design of it. No matter what sort of horsepower you put on it. Oh. I suppose I should really start thinking about putting a fertilizer top here, the ones we already have. This one's seed. First one, there you go. I think maybe start making our own seeds at some stage too. Yeah, there's the next load down at the BGA by the look of it. Wow, it really is taxing on this one. 18 out of 46 mile an hour. Oh. So yeah, with the horses and that are, obviously that's all Ford down there. So if we wanted to put a harvester or something there, we'd have to think about New Holland. You know, Ford, New Holland, keep the sort of brand similar. Let's put this up on course play. Course generation for 34. We'll put 2 headlands in. Turn 3 headlands, just to be on the safe side. Back you up and get you ready to go. So it's just gone through all the processes now, guys, of seed and fertilize and plant and harvest. It's probably going to be like that for the next bit until we get a major amount of money, or we could fill the course play could fill the bunker up for us. I suppose that could happen. Be nothing like that. No, he's just leaving. Oh no, he's just coming in. All right, okay. You can see courseplay is making a nice job of leveling that out. I haven't put the other card on it, guys, because I need to make the run up to the field marker a bit longer so that, you know, it doesn't block the field. The course got set up around the field, the two-way course. I think if I set 2 on, they'd be blocking each other, and you'd probably end up with a bit of trouble in that field just now. Quickly then, just over here, as I say, I did join these two fields together. Let's see if I can find it. No, that's the wrong side. As you can see, guys, the hedge runs up the middle of the the field still. So I think we'll just ignore it. What I am going to need, guys, is a harvester to set off. There we are. We are going to need some sort of walking floor trailer up here, because our tip trailer gets caught on the roof of the headlands. Give that turn its side of a map. 4 should be enough. Yeah, so feeding the pigs can sometimes get a bit tricky. And you're on your way. The trailer is up here still. Look at you. The Arian's slipping? Uh-oh. There's after me giving course play. Okay. Maybe just a small push. See how hard handles that now. I did have to take the weight off the front of it, guys, because the weight kept catching on the pile of chaff. I think what the next thing, if not that anybody who develops course plays listening to me, like, but it'd be nice to be able to adjust the blade height for that instead of having just set as automatic. But that's my 5 cent. So we were up in the pig farm. Okay, so we're just going to set you off the plough. So that's one of the creative fields I've done up here. So we load the field boundary, which is this one. Course generation, currently loaded course, which is here. Yes, headlands 3. Do turn, generate that course back. Driver from the first waypoint, please. Probably end up touching up a lot of this, but hey, I can live with that. I need to get the unload tractor working then for field 77. Yeah, so with the collision on this roof, I'm having trouble tipping in the but yeah, well. So if I can click onto here, here, as you can see, guys, with 28 out of 500 in here, and there's no way, absolutely no way I'll be putting 500 pigs in there. I wouldn't be able to keep up with the feed. With regards to pig food mixer, I think I'm just going to feed them all the stuff separately. It just, I don't know, I don't really think the pig food is being, optimized yet. And that's just my way of thinking of it. You can sit and empty pig food, and after pig food in there, and it gets to the point where, when you have full corn or full wheat, it starts only then to fill up the sugar beets, and just too much of a hassle, to be honest. So let's go ahead. You're going on the auto drive, harvester mode, and that's field 77. We're going to put that into Meadow Valley Buster Silo, and away you go. Let's hope we haven't put you out too prematurely, but yeah, well. So there you go, guys. Quite a bit happening today. Quite a bit more could happen too if I bounce out, go that way. I have the harvester set up ready to go here as well. So I don't do I have a course set up for this one yet? Field 2. Let's have a look. 7.6 harvest. No, I don't. Oh well, that's easy. Let's generate that then. Bang, headlands, 2, bypass islands because there's trees in the middle, simple round circle. Headland passes to 7%, and we'll do the turn, generate, back. Let's get you started on the canola here then. I need to get a tractor and trailer onto this as well. Oh, and you're going to be put onto field 2. Run back to the farm. Probably the easiest way of getting over here. So a lot of going on there today, guys. You know, a couple of harvesters going, plows, seeders, you name it. It's all happening today. Yeah, you'll do. So auto drive. No, it's course play. Auto drive. Put it onto harvester. Field 2. Must get that sorted out and get them moved into their proper places. Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know how to move things up and down the list, all you have to do is put it in the edit mode. And drag. And drop it into the proper heading. Put that in fields, yes, there you go. And again for that, just drag it into BGA. And there you go, that's our list updated. And you are going to be putting this into silo dump. Bang. No, no, no. Made the mistake. Field 2. Duh. Silo dump. Oh, I've started that too close in there, haven't I? Yeah, trailer's caught. Just using that one because that wee tractor works perfectly fine with that one. Fast track, reach, trigger. Oh, there you go. The fast track's finished planting. Let's just tidy that up then. Looks to have been quite successful. Well, I'm happy enough with that. Yep, let's go ahead and bring our sprayer over here then, I suppose. I'm going to borrow your driveway for a second there, mate. I hope you don't mind. No point driving this all the way back to the farm because it's going in here in a second anyway. Let's just bounce back to the farm if we can. Close enough. And we'll take the sprayer across and preempt it by putting down a herbicide before any weeds can grow. See, there was an update of this, well, an update of version 1.2 of this out there somewhere. It seems to be working quite well for me, to be honest, so I think I'll just keep it on the version that it is. Although the fill trigger in it is quite small by the look of it. Of course, whenever we get ourselves up and going, we'll be getting you know, better sprayers for the pig farms and stuff like that as well. It all takes money, and money's very easy to spend in this game. Maybe those gates opened up into part of the field as well, but, you know, I could always fix that by changing the field out round it, but yeah, you're losing part of the field. And these fields are small enough as it is. We're going to do one headland just. Let's get you turned around, get you on the go. 8820, work tool needs unloaded. I'm going to bounce over there and see what's going on there actually. I think I know exactly what I've done. I haven't put this on field 77, have I? No. There we go. Keep forgetting that part. That's just where the field number I think is. That's why that stops so close. Perhaps. That wee rolling tractor's quite successful. As I say, apart from the fact that it tips up and hits the driving to destination. What stopped you? Why have you not finished driving to your destination? Too close to the edge of the field. Something really stuck in something. Yeah, what I do want to do to you as well is click on this here, exit the field, close to point, apply. Well, there you go guys, that's been part 20. As you can see, it's all been jumping about, moving bits and pieces back and forward. I think we've done quite well. If you have any sort of questions or queries, don't forget to leave them down below, and I'll catch us in part 21 then. See you later.